Right, Kahalo, Yahaba Shimmy Awashai.
Kahalo, Yahaba Shimmy Awashai.
Bahashim Kadash, that's the Hebrew tongue. Yeah, because we are the Hebrew Israelites. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Yeah. Salutation to the Akim, pushing this word and truth into the church. Once again, we're on the highways and hedges, man. And we're in a great time. We're in the time of the fall of the Greco-Roman Empire. You know what I mean? Well, they say it's 2022, yeah, but we really don't know what year it is. But let's stick with that. We're in a year where the downfall of the cracker, the Edomite, yeah? Because right now we got Ezekiel 38 is in motion. Russia is in the forefront. All these other nations, Ethiopia, all these other nations now are being brought to the fourth. America and NATO, the beast. Get me Jeremiah 28 and 8. Right, we're at the forefront, man, of all these prophecies, man. Because what did it say about Yahushua? Is the spirit of prophecy, man. And we're in the prophecies now, man. Full-fledged. Microchip coming around the corner. Third World War. It's all there, man.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8.
Right.
Prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so the prophets was to prophesy against many countries, right? Of war, of what was it? War and what? Because we're in war now, isn't it? Of what?
It says, and against great kingdoms,
right,
of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, war, evil. So we're in that war. They talk about Russia and all these. Evil, we've always been evil in evil times because of the white man's rulership. And pestilence. Rona, monkeypox, H1N1, swine flu, all these. Yeah? So we're in that time now. So the Lord told us to come out and prophesy against, yeah, many countries, mainly against the so-called crackers, the Edomites, because they're in rulership. You know, the Lord said to come out and prophesy against Mount Seir, yeah, against Edom. Want to get it? Yeah, get it. No? So we're only doing what our forefathers done, man. Come out and prophesy through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, the one they call God and Christ. Yeah? Because I ask people about Jesus and they say, yeah, I know Jesus. But I ask him, it's not his name. And they don't even know that's not his name. That's just the transliteration of Yahushai, Savior. Yeah? Because he spoke Hebrew according to Acts, I think 26 something, 14. Something like that. And he says he spoke in the Hebrew tongue. Yeah? You know what it is? Yeah, what do you think? Look over it.
It's basically saying sit like this,
yeah, the first movie was good.
Prophesy against Mount Seir. Ezekiel 35, 37. And I was thinking 35 because I remember it said something about 33 chapter, it talks about Mount Seir, the perpetual hatred. And when you read on it goes into it, you should remember. Because it's so far away, you don't really that part of the mountain. Read that.
It says Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 1.
Right.
It says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me saying,
right,
Son of man,
right,
set thy face against Mount Seir.
And who's Mount Seir? Mount Seir is the so-called Caucasian. Why is it Mount Seir? Mount Seir because Mount Seir is the mountain region. Petra, Mount Seir. Petra, Mount Seir. It's a mountain. That's why we got concrete. That's why we live in concrete, because we're in the rebirth of Mount Seir. Yeah, the Caucasians. Yeah, the white man who thinks he's going to rule forever. But his time is drawing nigh. We're coming to the end of his rulership. Prophesy, so this is prophesy against. We're not for it, He says prophesy against Mount Seir. So that's what we do. We're against this place. Why? Because transgenders, homosexuals, bestiality. This is what this man promotes. And the Lord said in Leviticus 20 and 13 that a man that sleeps with another man is supposed to get rubbed out. Yeah? Rubbed out. Put to deed. You know what I mean?
So the quick precept, Genesis chapter 36, 38, just imagine what it says. That's about Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
Right, so Esau is Edom. And he says he's the father of the Edomites when you read on.
Yeah, these are the generations of Esau,
Yeah.
the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir.
Right, Mount Seir. So we're in the time now where he's being revealed. Get 2 Thessalonians, please. Second chapter. And start, I think around the 3rd verse. See what the first verse is. Second chapter. Let's start from the top. Start from the top.
This is the second epistle of Paul, the apostle to the Thessalonians.
Yeah, and I was going back and forth with some chap. It was Jehovah Wickedness. Yeah, and I was trying to explain to him. He was going to Galatians where it says all nations and all that. I said to him, why don't you start from the beginning of the letter and find out who the letter is written to? Because when you write a letter, you don't start right the way down and speaking, oh, this is what I want to do. No, you start, oh, this is to, Andrew, or Peter, or David. The letter you write is to someone specific. Yeah. If someone's writing a letter to my neighbour, I can't take that letter and read it and think it's talking about me. And it's got his name on it. But that's what these Christians, these so-called denominations, I should say.
Spiritually illiterate.
Yeah, the denominations, they're completely gone, because what it is, the Lord tells them that the minds are seared with hot iron. And then doctrines, yeah, the doctrines, that's what it is. And they just follow. They do it, what do you say? Follow not a multitude to do evil. But they just follow the multitude because that's the in thing, you know? And when you ask them certain questions, I was asking him certain questions, he didn't know. So I said to him, you know what you're doing is very dangerous. Because if you're teaching the wrong doctrine to people, basically you're digging your own grave. You know what I mean? But let the blind lead the blind, innit? It says, don't fall into it. No, read that.
It says here, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1.
It says here, now we beseech you, brethren,
Right.
by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Right, and not this guy here. This is never Jesus Christ. This is what white man gave us for us to worship him. The coming of Cesare Borgia. No, he's not the coming of Cesare Borgia. You know what I mean? Yahushua is a black guy. He's coming back fully melanated, yeah? Super dark. Yeah? Read that.
Coming of our Lord Yahushua
Right.
by our gathering together unto him.
Right, gathering together unto him. Hold that and get drop the other all the ones you haven't got there. Just hold that one and get Zephaniah 2 and 1. This is gathering together. So we're in the last we're in the last days, and it tells you that the Israelites are going to gather. The elect, according to Romans. The election, yeah? Hold that, read that.
This is
Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Right,
Gather yourselves together.
right.
Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Okay, we're the nation, not Israel. Who's that? The Israelites. No matter where we are, we're in favelas, we're in ghettos, we're in the lowest, the lowest state in society. But like they always say, the cream always rises to the top. So when the Lord comes, he's going to put us back in our rightful place. You know? It was always the hegemony of all these nations, and we're going to be put back there. We're going to get our respect back. Our women's going to respect us again, because we ain't got no respect from our women. They've given that. It tells them some already turned aside to Satan, to the white man. That's still their goddies now. They've got a movie now. White man's playing games. He's got a movie now called The Woman King. How the fuck can a woman be a king? Yeah, but this is what they do. They destroy. They keep destroying the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And what it is, the Edomite anyway, he's just a woman worshipper anyway. You know, he likes to put on bra and knickers and all that fuckery. You know, because he's a reprobate.
Like Shoreditch,
You know?
it's just like, you know.
Gather yourselves together.
Right?
Yeah, gather together a nation of Israel.
Okay, where that nation is from?
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass at the chaff, before the fierce anger of Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Lord Yahweh's anger come upon you.
Right.
Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth,
Right.
which have wrought his judgment.
Right, so he's telling specific people he's talking to. Who wrought his judgment? The Israelites. Why? Because they was the only ones given the law. You know what I mean? That's how we done it. We wrought his judgment. You know what I mean? So that's why he said gather together. But it's not going to mean all Israel. He's talking about the elect, the ones what are sealed in that book, the book of life, got written in there. They're the ones what are coming back. That's why you see all the things happening in the world today. We're right near the finishing line. Russia's are prominent now in the news. You know, that's how we know we're near the end when Russia is like being amplified in the society. Yeah, you know.
You could read this in Psalm chapter 1, 7 and start at 18.
Right.
It says, He sendeth out his word and melteth them.
Right.
He causeth his wind to blow and the waters to flow.
Right. That's the Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Because when the word comes out, people obviously they melt in heart, innit? They tremor.
Yeah, it tells you that in Hebrews. It tells you run up in their marrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 and 12.
You don't mean literally to melt someone, but obviously
No, but
make somebody quiver, innit?
yeah, breaking down their, you know.
Yeah, their pride, innit?
Yeah, their spirit is being broken. Yeah.
Because it says the way to come back is through broken spirit and a contrite heart, innit?
Right. When he says break them down, he's building them back up again.
Yeah, exactly. It says, verse 19, He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Right, and that's what I tried to explain to that chap, that Jehovah Wickedness. He says he shows his word unto Jacob. And what do you say about that more than that? Show his word to Jacob. What else?
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
And what else?
Verse 20, He has not dealt
Dealt.
He has not dealt so with any nation.
Right, so he don't deal with any other nation. That's what I was trying to. I said to him, Sava, I should shut the book on that because he tells you don't deal with any other nation. There's 18 nations, and he tells you he only deals with the Israelites. You don't deal with nobody else. So where does everybody else come into this? That's what I kept saying to you. Where do you get everybody else coming into this? And he said, well, it says all nations. He kept going back to it. Well, it says all nations. And I said, ain't Israel become nations? Ain't the Argentinian a nation? Ain't the so-called Colombians, ain't they a nation now? Ain't the West Indians a nation? We have become a nation. We become separate nations on our own. But when we got, that's why he said that Israel are the sand in the sea. Because when you put us all together, we're a vast multitude. We're the most people on the earth, you know? Even though you said a small number, but we are the most people. You know? Well, jump back to the other one.
As for his judgments, they have not known them.
Right.
Praise the Lord.
Right, because they haven't known the judgments. It's us. This is the judgment. Slavery. Right? We've been in slavery to every nation. We're still slaves now. You know what I mean? They look at us, they call us monkeys, baboons, coons, wetbacks, bow and arrows. They look down on us. But we're going to realize we are the chief people of the earth. We are the Israelites. That's why we do everything better than everybody else. Like I always say, give Lewis Hamilton a racing car, beat up the race. Give the so-called black woman a tennis racket, whoop ass. Even academia, science, yeah. Who's the one who created all these things, these cars and traffic lights and mobile phones? Black people, so-called Israelites. But we don't get the recognition for it. But the ultimate recognition is going to come when our big brother comes back, the Lord comes back. A big angry black guy is coming back to claim what's his. It's first us, his brothers and sisters, then he's going to take the world, what was made for his sake. And we're going to have inheritance with him. You know? That's after the cracker goes down, isn't it? He's going down, isn't it?
It says, that's what it says. All ye meek of the earth which have wrought his judgment.
Right.
Because we're the only ones that could wrought his judgment.
Right, because of the laws.
Exactly. And then obviously the light punishment because he was lightly displeased. So now obviously when these other nations are getting the judgment, that's because the Most High allowed them to do that to
Yeah. That's what he says. He punishes us straight away, but he lets their iniquity build up.
Yeah, like a child, you punish a child.
Straight away. Yeah.
Because he loves it.
Yeah, in the sense that they're not his children.
Yeah,
You don't punish somebody else's children. You know what I mean? You punish your children. And that's exactly why.
Are you getting niggas that will beat the other kid more than the
Of course they do.
Because they're just relieving that stress.
Well, that's just a nigga though, isn't it? He's relieving his frustration, isn't it? You know what I mean? Then he's got a lot to answer for because the other parent comes down and says, you don't beat my kid, you not my kid. And there's friction, you know what I mean? But it's just an analogy of the Lord beating us because we're his children. You understand? We're his, you know?
Like
Israel is my son, even my firstborn. Exodus 4 and 6, something like that.
like when you're young, you say, oh, but they're doing it. And your parents tell you, look, I'm putting you, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. But then again, when you look at society, our society, we said it took a nation or a village to build up a child. Because in the ancient world, if you was doing something wrong, the other family would tell you, and people would tell you that you're doing wrong because we was collective, we was a collective nation.
Yeah, like we'll be able to, like in America, it used to be like that. Obviously now in the 20th century, like it used to be a thing where, that's why when I used to watch shows back in the day, and our community would leave our doors open, and like you have like music, you know that slam door shutter, that our screen door, you'd have like a screen door in it, and then you go to whoever like auntie whatever, and the neighbourhood would look out for each other, or like if he was being naughty, even though they're not related to you, because they're close to your family, but they'll drop licks in his room, and your mom's going to say thank you.
Because
You get extra licks from your mom when you get back.
Because it was a nation, like you said, we're a nation and we used to look
'Cause
out for us.
And it's not done in malice, so
No,
it wouldn't be
it's done in correction, so...
You wouldn't hate the person, because when you grow up, you're like, oh yeah, and then she's the choice to go for a split, but that's because she's like your second, they'll be like your second mom,
Yeah,
your second
second
brother.
family,
That's it. So, seek righteousness, seek meekness.
Right, seek righteousness, meekness, and how we do that? Through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, the law, statutes and commandments. Keep it to the best of your ability.
And maybe ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord Yahweh's anger.
Right, so that's what we're waiting. Well, we're waiting on that anger, real anger, but we want to be hid from it. And how do we do that? By doing what the Lord said to do, man, to keep, to rehearse. Judges 5 and 11, rehearse the righteous acts. You know what I mean? Keep the law, statutes and commandments to the best of our ability. Because we don't own nothing. The white man owns everything. You know what I mean? When we need our clothes, who's making them? Cracker. Food, cracker. Housing, cracker. Anything, loan money, anything. Crackers. Crackers. Edomites. So he's the one who's keeping us sinning, but the Lord knows the ones what are doing it to the best of their ability. You know? Seek ye the Lord, while he may be found, you know? That's the elect. Romans. The election have obtained it and the rest was blind. You know.
Jumping back to Ezekiel, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1. It says here, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord without my creation.
Right, so this is what we're heading towards. This is future prophecy. Because as you can see, the Edomites are still ruling, but their society is CTD, man, circling the drain. It's imploding. So that's why the Lord, read that part again.
It says, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 4, verse 3, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, on Mount Seir I am against thee, and I'll stretch out my hand against thee, and I'll make thee most desolate.
Right, so that you said he's going to stretch out his hand. How did you do that? With diseases, with earthquakes, with tornadoes. We got flooded that the other day. America got a tornado, was it?
The hurricane.
Yeah, the hurricane. They got a hurricane. So
you know that when the hots pass, they show it a graph, isn't it?
quickly get I think it's Isaiah 29 and 6. Because that's how the Lord says he said he's stretching out his hand on the earth which he made. And how does he do that?
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 29 verse 6. It says, Thou shalt be visited of the power of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake, and with great noise, and with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
And all that is what you see on the earth now. You know? You see the fires down in America, the hurricane and the tornadoes down in America. Yeah? The earthquakes around the world. This is how the Lord reaches out, stretches out his hand. Yeah? Go back to any more now? Or is that done? Just jump back. Good morning, Ezekiel. Get Jeremiah 25 and start from the top.
No, there's more than it says, Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 4.
Right?
I will lay thy cities waste,
Right.
and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and thou shalt not shine.
Right, and he's going to get his respect because the Lord is not respect on the earth at the moment. They're talking about Mother Nature. Like I was saying, this man's pushing that Queen of Heaven spirit, woman king. You know, it started from all that Xena warrior, Diana, you know, and now they're pushing that woman king. But really, they're focused on the Israelites because they need to keep destroying the Israelites because that's the main nation they have to keep down, keep blinded.
Such a many
But
of them.
it's getting harder and harder for them now because the elect is waking up. And once the elect wakes up, the Lord said, then shall the destruction come. Yeah? Four corners, the word shall go to the four corners of the earth. And how does that happen? By the internet. And now they're talking about the internet. Barack Obama's talking about the internet cut-off switch. Because they need to cut that. But the Lord ain't going to allow them until the elect's sealed. The elect look like they're already sealed, but the Lord is just, you know, doing his thing.
There's some people, you know what I'm saying? Find,
Fine-tune, really.
yeah, like very jewelry, you keep refining it until you get to the,
Yeah,
you know what
the
I'm saying?
dross, get rid of the dross. Yeah?
And even still it may look perfect, but something's still not right. You know the ones where you keep eyeing it and it's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Yeah,
you've got to
yeah.
keep bringing it back, and it's like, okay, it says here, quick research, it says, Jeremiah chapter 37. Let's start from 46. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Right.
behold, I will plead my cause,
Right.
and take vengeance for them.
Right, so the Lord says he's going to plead our cause. That's why he says, wait ye upon me. And he says that if a man, paraphrasing, says if you try and take justice into your own hands,
Curses is he that justice.
yeah, but if you take your justice in your own hands, then you become like a carnally minded man.
You
know what I'm saying? So that's why he says that the vengeance is his. And then he's going to let us. Because what do? They're the ones that persecuted him. They put him on the cross, put thorns on his head, made him drink gall. You know what I mean? They humiliated him, so he wants to humiliate them when he comes. Yeah? Put them in slavery. It's humiliating to get put in slavery and get subjugated. Yeah? To have somebody ruling over you. Just imagine you're royalty, but yet still you're getting treated like you're the scum. And that's what he wants. He's from the lineage of King David, isn't it? Royalty, so they treated him as a peasant. But that's why the Lord said when he comes, he's going to treat all these Edomites, the Greeks, the Romans, they're going to get devoured by him. Because why? They devoured us. And they put their hands on him. And you know? What are you doing? No, get this to continue.
It says, take vengeance for me,
Right?
and I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry.
Right, and that's all their philosophies, and literally dry up their seas as well, because what's that one was drying up now? The River Euphrates.
Yeah, completely almost bone dry.
Right.
There's like patches of water, yeah.
Yeah.
That don't mean it's going to be, it don't even have to be bone dry, just enough that they can
because
go
remember,
through it.
yeah. But then again, you don't want it like a quagmire. You want it so the tanks can go over solid,
Yeah, solid, innit?
solid
Yeah.
ground. You
Support
understand?
you.
So he's going to dry it up solid, so it's like sturdy. You know what I mean?
And then they'll probably navigate, the most I have them navigate.
Yeah, of course. It's prophecy.
You know,
It's
some people
prophecy.
are like, oh yeah, but there's still, what is it, ponds and shit. Obviously, he could dry up the whole thing because it's hotter,
And that's how it brings famines as well. All that stuff brings famines.
Yeah, what was it, like, that river, was it one of the what's his name, to let the water go through?
Oh yeah, that was up on. Was that? Not the River Jordan.
I can't remember which
I
one
know
it
there
was.
was one that they said
Yeah.
because they put a dam there or
Yeah,
something in it,
yeah.
and they wouldn't land that.
Because that water, you need water. You know what I'm saying? That city is always built around water and stuff like that. Because that is the flow.
It's something that you can't live without. You understand? We are 73% water. We need it. Keeps us balanced. You know what I mean? Yeah, and all your flock need water. Water is something you can't do without. And that's why he said, that's why the Lord says, John 7:38, the analogy of this word is like living water. You understand? Because water keeps you alive. Yes, Sicilian, you alright?
Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment, and a hissing without an inhabitant.
Right, it's dragons. Dragons is like lizards and them kind of creatures, Komodo dragons. And he said Babylon. So he's talking about a specific place again. And it tells you that in Revelations, I think, what is that, the 18th chapter, where it talks about 17, where it talks about the fire shall go up forever, and they shall mourn over Babylon, because she's been hit with those missiles. Yeah? You know?
Verse 38, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 38. They shall roar together like lions, they shall yell as lions roar.
Right.
In the heat, I will make them feast, and I will make them drunken, and they may rejoice. Not wait for their help. I will bring them down like lambs to the slaughter, rams to the goat. How will she temptation? How will this word praise the whole earth surprise?
Right, it's talking about the
It's like saying, I would say, woman says that they should look at this like now.
It's talking about, it's a specific nation he's talking about. It's focusing on, it's the Edomites, the Babylonians.
So how is Babylon becoming astonishment among the nations?
Right, Babylon is a so-called Caucasian man now. He's known as the Babylonians. Like it's an analogy for the rulership of that time. The Babylonians ruled, the Greeks, the Romans, the Syrian, you know what I mean? So he uses them ruling nations, what are ruled and been brought down. He uses that for analogy for the so-called Edomites today.
And he keeps their original terms, because you know that only Jay that use metaphors is going to understand it. Like,
Yeah, slang, it's like
nations,
slang, innit?
yeah.
Who comes up with the slang? Us, we're the salt of the earth, we're the ones that come up
He
with
the
the
notion
slang.
not be able to extrapolate that mind is a metaphor to extrapolate to say that Babylon. Oh, so who's Babylon today? Well, obviously, who's the ones that are carrying on the same customs as Babylon today?
No.
Don't mean that actually Babylon, but obviously you
No,
could
and Babylon comes from the Babar, what means confusion. And there's nothing but confusion in the white man's so-called Edomite society.
like
Nothing but confusion.
Yeah, like when you watch the movies, like I watched what is it, the Hobbit or something like that.
Okay. Lord of
And
the
it's
Rings.
just like,
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
this is just like an Edomite. This is an Edomite creation. This is not normal here. You don't see no Jake in there, one. You don't see no other nations in there. You don't see no brown faces in there. Two, you see elves, dwarves, normal human, normal sized Caucasians, and orcas.
Yeah.
And like they're living in some sort of, the only way they can do this with us is on a green screen. He's living out his best life on a green screen. He's living out his own.
But that's what he's about.
blessings on a green
He's that Peter Pan kind of spirit.
Mm.
You know, he lives in a dream world. You know, he's always looking to try. That's why he's got the meta thing. Where he wants to make that dream world where you live in a pod and you go in the virtual world. This is what he's about. He's a madman. You know what I mean? Yeah, reprobate. Yeah. And the Lord's going to give him a real world for him, you know? A slave labor world for him. He's going to be slaving up for 1,000 years. He's going to give them something to remember. You know what I mean? Right? Is there any more on that?
Sea has come upon Babylon,
Right.
She is covered with the multitude of the waves of it.
Right.
The sea are a desolation, the dry land and a wilderness, the land wherein no man dwelleth.
Right, and seas could be an analogy for people. Because it tells you all these nations are going to come against America and NATO. Because why? They're messing up the place. All now they brought up the pipes to Germany, or even France is getting upset now. They're saying, what? Fuck, you got oil and gas, we ain't got it. So why do you blow up the pipes? Who's getting it from Russia? Because Russia was doing deals behind their back, innit? And that's why they said, right, just blow their pipes up. so they can only come and deal with us. And that's why these nations are going to get upset with America. They're going to burn her with fire. You know what I mean?
Because there needs to be a reason why the Most High said that they should be ashamed and turn their back on government. So there has to be something that's going to make
Yeah.
them turn their
It's a
back.
fucking up. You know what I mean? Every time because they always want to be the hegemon. They want nobody else to be ahead of them. They always want the biggest slice of cake. You know what I mean? But that's going to cause their downfall. You know? Greed. They're greedy. You read that?
So it's here.
Alright, I'll carry you in a minute, mate.
And I'll punish you now. in Babylon.
What's this about,
I'll bring
boys?
forth
It's about the end of the Greco-Roman Empire. You know
Yeah.
the Greco-Roman Empire is?
Nah.
It's a sort of Caucasian society.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end of it now.
Yeah, cool.
You know why?
Why? Because it ain't right.
Look at this.
What's that?
Have a look at that.
What, the slave trade?
Yeah.
Worst thing in the world. But
This society was built off of 400 to 500 years of free labour.
exactly that.
Right.
But at least we was the ones who made the stand to end it, though, yeah?
No, but it wasn't really ended though, was it? Because you didn't tell us who we were. We are the Israelites. We're God's chosen. You're supposed to tell us. Right. You took God's chosen, put them back in the land.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put us back where you took us from.
Right.
Right? That didn't happen,
So
did
would
it?
you have liked to bring shit back to Africa?
It wasn't. That's Africa's not our land. The
Where
Africans
was
sold
you?
us. Africans sold us to
Sold
you
you.
guys.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we're
yeah.
not Africans. We're
Okay.
Israelites.
Israelites,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're
So
God's
would you have
chosen.
liked to bring shit back to them?
We would like to be put back. No, what it is prophecy. When our big brother comes, he's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
put
yeah.
us back in our land. Our
Yeah,
land
cool.
is Jerusalem, not
Yeah,
Africa.
I'll get that, I'll get that. I'll
Right,
get
so,
that, yeah.
so yeah, we're going to be put back.
Yeah, I'll get that, mate.
But first, all this place has to. Russia's got to fight with America and Britain and all
Well,
that.
that's all bullshit, mate.
So it's all coming.
I know it's all coming. It's
Yeah.
all gonna come. It's all
Yeah.
gonna come right on top, mate.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you know
coming
what I
on
mean?
top.
Can't sleep on North Korea, even though they've been a little bit silent. They're still, what's his name, Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, but he's going to get supplied by China and Russia.
Yeah,
Kim
exactly
Jong-un
that.
ain't nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I
He's
know,
going to
but-
get supplied by them.
Yeah,
You know
Get
what I mean?
supplied by them.
So how do you feel about that? What do you think should happen about this?
I think that's the fucking most wrong thing in the fucking
I know, but
world, yeah?
there's got to be a payback though, isn't it? You can't just sweep under your carpet now, can you?
Yeah.
What do you think should happen? If you was in charge, say you was in charge.
If I was in charge-
You know Truss, what's her name? Liz Truss?
I don't know what that cunt, yeah?
Yeah, well, we know
Come on,
she's,
there.
no, she's not supposed to be there, but we know that.
Yeah,
but what
exactly
would you
that,
do if you was in a position, you had the money to rectify this, and say, what would you do? Would you say, oh, give them 400 trillion? What would you do? Give them their own land?
I don't. It's a really hard one, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a very hard one because, look, at the end of the day, everyone's. Like,
Get
look,
revelations first.
I know, yeah? I know that you've had it double hard, yeah? You've had it double hard. There's no denying it, yeah?
Right.
You've had it double hard. But now, the good to see out of that is you're here and you're in a land where you can make prosperous of your life, yeah?
Is that what you think?
Well, that's
Have you heard of the